In June 2025, the skies of South Asia staged a shocking global offensive and defensive showdown, which also mercilessly tore open the gorgeous but fragile veneer of the military procurement power. The Indian military is full of confidence and intends to be a powerhouse in military purchases. The Indian military is full of confidence, intends to a missile feast to Pakistan to show its undoubted military muscle. The ear-splitting sound of breaking air tore the quiet. Several Indian Army proud of the BrahMos, supersonic missiles trailing a burning flame, with more than 2.5 Mach speed straight to the target, followed by the Storm Shadow cruise missiles from France is like a ghost-like cunning. The Storm Shadow cruise missile from France is as cunning as a ghost, with its complex terrain-matching technology and ultra-low altitude sea-skimming flight to avoid detection. This combination, combining the thunderous power of supersonic surprise and the stealth of subsonic stealth, is theoretically enough to tear apart any conventional air defense network. However, the PA air defense system is like having eyes that know the future. The precise radar network captured the traces of these uninvited guests at the first time. The atmosphere in the command center is heavy, and orders are given at a rapid pace. The HQ-9 long-range air defense system deployed in the key area responded quickly, and the radar firmly locked onto the BrahMos, which was advancing at high altitude. With the order to launch, the interceptor trailing flames rose up to the sky, and with precise collision kinetic energy, before the target had time to take advantage of its supersonic speed, it was smashed into a dazzling ball of fire in the air. Meanwhile, the challenge of dealing with low, slow and small targets such as Storm Shadow was given to the Li-80 medium-range air defense system. It is like a calm hunter, relying on advanced multi-target processing capabilities and anti-jamming technology. In the complex electromagnetic environment firmly biting those trying to fly close to the ground, Shadow interceptor bombs whistled out again and again, killing the legal missiles that tried to use the terrain as cover at low altitude. What is even more shocking is that part of the interception used kinetic collision, or cleverly damaged the structure of the projectile, so that a considerable number of missile debris can fall relatively intact in the Palestinian-controlled area. This is not accidental luck, but the inevitable result of the technical strength of the crushing. When the missile wreckage was first transported to the heavily guarded Joint Technical Analysis Center, a race against time, surgery, immediately began. The Pakistani military, well aware of the limitations of its technical analysis capabilities, did not hesitate and immediately sent a request for technical support to its most solid ally, China. A team of Chinese experts composed of top radar signal analysts, guidance control system engineers, material scientists and electronic warfare decryption experts arrived at the scene at the fastest speed. The Chinese and Pakistani technicians formed several attack teams with a clear and difficult goal: to thoroughly dissect these advanced missiles from different countries and representing different technology lines in the shortest possible time, and to obtain their core secrets. Only 5 days, in just 120 hours, the China-Pakistan joint team announced the completion of the reverse engineering of the core of the two top missiles, BrahMos and Storm Shadow. A detailed report was generated at a rapid pace, a complete library of the missile's electromagnetic spectrum characteristics, the precise operating modes and jamming frequencies of the missile's guide head, the logic of the core guidance algorithms, the key parameters of the propulsion system, and even the material and process characteristics. When the news came back to New Delhi like a shockwave, unbelievable shock and deep-seated indignation filled the conference rooms of the military top brass and the Defense Research Department. The national treasure, which had been introduced at great expense and was regarded as a strategic weapon, had been dismantled so thoroughly and so quickly in the hands of the adversary like a child's toy. This is far from a tactical interception failure, but a devastating blow to its entire path of national defense modernization. This humiliating technology leaks mercilessly exposed the Indian military-industrial system deeply rooted in the marrow of the fatal wound. For decades, India is obsessed with creating a patchwork of brand name equipment from all countries: arms supermarket, Russian warplanes, Israeli air defense systems, French submarines, U.S. transport aircraft. The surface is bright, but actually fragmented. Its defense industrial base has not been able to effectively digest and absorb these imported technologies, not to mention real localized innovation. Key subsystems have long relied on imports, from advanced engines, high-performance radar chips to special materials, everywhere subject to constraints. Domestic R&D programs such as the Glory fighter jet and the Argent tank have become international jokes, as they stagger along with long delays and performance compromises. On the contrary, Pakistan and China. Its cooperation has long exceeded the simple sale of weapons, in depth to the joint research and development, technology sharing, joint production of deep-seated areas. The amazing efficiency of this reverse engineering is the inevitable result of this deep mutual trust and long-term technical collaboration. The Pakistani side provided the physical platforms captured on the battlefield and data on the combat environment, while the Chinese side contributed its top reverse engineering capabilities, complete laboratory facilities and cutting-edge scientific research strength in the fields of radar, electronics and materials under the auspices of its huge industrial system. This complementary and highly synergistic model, in wartime or technological confrontation, erupted the energy, far beyond the kind of India's loose, purely commercialized military procurement model. The shockwaves of this technological disaster quickly transcended the South Asian subcontinent and triggered a strong earthquake in the global arms market. France's Dassault, Israel's IAI, and other arms giant executives were shocked and angry, but also felt a bone-chilling chill. Dassault urgently reassessed the risk of exporting more advanced Rafale fighter batches and its supporting Scar-PG missiles to India. Israel was exposed to be seriously considering the proposed sale of India's Harop and other advanced beyond the area defense (OAD) missiles and other advanced beyond the defense zone weapons systems to be sold to India. The implementation of more stringent technology neutering or export restrictions, and may even significantly increase the price to cover the potential loss of its technology leaks. India as a VIP customer of the aura is rapidly dimming, replaced by a daunting new label, Technology Leaks Black Hole. Its huge military procurement program, especially projects involving highly sophisticated, asymmetric strike weapons, is facing unprecedented scrutiny, technology blockade and soaring costs. India is trying to pile up an absolute deterrent advantage over Pak with ever-refreshing military purchase orders. But the skies of June 2025 announced in the most poignant way that this was not going to work. As the remains of BrahMos and Storm Shadow were calmly dismantled in exotic laboratories, India's deterrent edifice, built on a beach of imported weapons, was already shaken to its foundations. The essence of modern war is system confrontation. The balance of victory has long been tilted to the side with independently controllable, complete and efficient military-industrial system. Technical sovereignty is the most impregnable cornerstone of national security. When a country's most sophisticated weapons secrets in 5 days by the opponent to know everything, and then a huge list of military procurement, is difficult to hide its inherent weakness and strategic passivity. The pain of the disillusionment of the dream of military procurement will eventually force the big country to re-examine the thorny but only reliable road, the only core technology firmly in the palm of your hand, so that you can truly control their own destiny and the tranquility of the border.